Hey guys, what's up? It's Andrew. Today is Wednesday, February 22nd. It was my last day for, well, I guess not really the last day, but it was the final exam for Audiotronics today. Pretty good day. I know it's another video, I'm not wearing a shirt, but I like to make videos after I get out of the shower because, it's nice to get clean and reflect upon the day and whatnot, and that's when I get my thoughts together about the videos and everything. Um, Plus, you're my friend, I like chilling at home. It's, I don't know. It's home. I'm allowed to walk around however I like, I guess, as long as the windows are shut for the most part. But, yeah, I'm not giving the neighbors any shows or anything. But, anyway, alright, that's kind of awkward. Gosh. So, yeah, the lecture and stuff today, which, me saying that, we did have a lecture today, and it was about an hour. And Chris Rawls, the instructor, he was just talking about different career paths and whatnot that Audiotronics, what you could lead into with that kind of stuff and that knowledge. And he mentioned all different kinds of things, like everything from being able to get into the studio from like he was talking about how a studio is going to have a big pile of resumes for mix engineers or interns or whatever. But if you can get in through the back door, he said, by like doing installs in that studio, and then you kind of shake hands with the higher ups in the studio that way, you can get yourself in maybe without having to worry about um, competing against a huge stack of resumes and stuff. And then he went into talking about just doing home installs and install things for businesses and being a guitar tech or just an instrument tech of any kind. Um, so I thought it was pretty informative, and it really got me thinking about this school, Full Sail. It seems like one of the things that I do like about it, and this is a bit of a double-edged sword that I came across today. But I found that they introduce us to a lot of stuff. They make us really have a wide base of knowledge and basic skill sets. Um, and that's awesome because that exposes us to a lot of stuff, opens a bunch of doors up of where to go after we get done here and everything. But the problem that I thought of today is, well, what do we do once we've found that one thing? Like for example, Audiotronics. If I really got into it, kind of like I do want to, because it's a good way to bring in some extra cash, like how do I go about teaching myself more about it? Do I go and hang out, in the lab rooms and stuff, or what's the deal with that? Which you're allowed to do, um, but I'm not sure how to go about really digging into that stuff much more. So I don't know. I guess I'll figure that out a little bit further down the road with my journey here. But I don't know. It just kind of got me thinking about it, or about that at least. And it's like, well, how do I really make myself a professional this, whatever? Which really, to be honest, it's good to be a professional audio, an audio professional where you're good at everything. But everybody's got their one specialized thing that they can do better than everybody else. Um, so I don't know. I was just kind of thinking about that and thinking about what is my special, um, thing gonna be? What is my one thing? Like I want to be good at everything, but then of course there's gonna be that one thing that I'm always a little better at than the rest of everything else. So I don't know. I guess I'm a little lost in that aspect, and it really got me thinking about what am I gonna do after I get out of school here, because I have no idea, to be honest. I mean, obviously everybody dreams of being the recording engineer and sitting behind the huge desk and everything, but um, it's very rare that that happens. And that's because our industry right now, the audio industry, is changing from what was traditionally like an apprenticeship type of thing, and it's transforming itself more into a traditional education type of thing, which is where schools like Full Sail pop up, or even like the Berkeley School that's up north and whatnot, for example. But yeah, I don't know. Like I have no idea what I'm gonna do career wise after I get out of here. Obviously, I'd like to get into a studio, but um, that might not happen. Now, mind you, I'm working my butt off to make sure that that does happen, and to make sure that I have that opportunity. But it might not happen. So I'm trying to figure out, well, if that doesn't, if that falls through, what do I want to do? And so that's where I'm working hard here to make sure that I'm not focused on one opportunity per se, but I'm focused more on making sure that I have as many like possibilities as I can. Like an analogy, you know how they say like you go to school to open the door to your future, whatever. Well, I'm trying to make sure I have as many doors in my hallway as I can. I'm not opening any of them yet, but I'm making sure there's more doors than open ones. That way, when I decide to open a door, I'll have plenty to pick from. I hope that makes sense, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that was the first kind of, I guess, half of class or whatever. And then he was like, all right, do y'all want a half-hour break or a 10-minute break? Because people were freaking out to take the test. Like, they just wanted to get it done with. And so we took a 10-minute break, and I hung out in the classroom. And when he came back, he was like, all right, so we're going to go ahead. I forgot we got to do the review. And everyone was like, oh, review. Like, that's what's up. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, I meant to say the class critique. And they were like, oh, man, that's fun. Just people were just freaking out. So we had to do the course critiques at the end of every month, and then finally we got around to the test, and it was a fill-in-the-blank test. Just like last time, there were some yes/no questions. There was one multiple-choice question. It had 4 bonus questions at the end of it, so it was 50 regular questions, and then 4 more for extra credit. And then there were 3 questions on there. There were only three that I know I got wrong for sure, because it's not like I got them wrong on accident, but I knew as soon as I saw it, I was like, I do not know the answer to this. So, I know I got 3 questions wrong, so that knocked me back 6 points. But I got all 4 of the extra credit questions right, because when I was hanging out in the classroom during our 10-minute break, I reviewed those with a friend of mine, and so those last questions were awesome. So word up, I think I did pretty good on the test. Anxious to get the test grades. I'm feeling like I passed this class pretty good. On Friday, I have the practical exam in the lab for Audiotronics, and tomorrow tomorrow is going to be like a mind freak, because I have the PAE final, then half of a lecture in PAE, and then the PAE lab final. Or it's not the lab final, but it's like doing lab stuff and then the final. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be crazy tomorrow. So and I've been studying all night. I did a workout earlier, P90X, and now I'm studying again. But I'm going to go ahead and cut the video. It was a good day today. Looking forward to tomorrow. I'm in a good mood now, but earlier I was doing pretty bad. Because I am literally worried sick about Mina, with all her stuff up in Iowa. So, like, I don't really want to say what's going on, but just like, if you pray or whatever you do, like, just send Mina some positive vibes, man, because like she's needing it, and I do appreciate it. So, I'm trying to stay as positive as I can to just send those vibes up to Iowa, and make sure she makes it back home here to Winter Park safe. So anyway, guys, I'll see you back tomorrow night with the next video, letting you know how all the finals and practical went and whatnot. So till then, take it easy, and yeah, I'll see you later.